So hi everyone, I'm KIGOZI and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to look at HTML and HTML5 in particular. Okay, so we're going to look at three important aspects. And number one, we're going to look at a brief history about HTML, and we're going to look at the introduction of HTML, and then we shall lastly look at the practical coding with HTML5. Okay, so let's go down to the history, a brief history of HTML. We find out like in 1989, a great man, you can call him a scientist, a programmer, Tim Berners-Lee. He invented www, that is the World Wide Web. Okay, and in 1991, this is when he invented HTML. Okay, so since he invented HTML, different versions of HTML have been coming out by different programmers like HTML+, HTML 2.0, HTML 3.2, and very many versions of HTML. Not until a time came and the same man, Tim Berners-Lee, under his founded company, World Wide Web Consortium, that is the W3C, they worked together with another technology company, that is the WAT working group. They worked together and they came up with what we call the HTML5. Okay, this is on record actually, two technology companies working together, and they released what we call HTML5. Okay, this is briefly that history about HTML. Next, let's see an introduction of HTML, and then we shall go to practical coding. So HTML is actually an acronym that stands for hypertext markup language. Okay, in other words, HTML is just an abbreviation that stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Okay, HTML is a standard markup language that is used to create web pages, right? So, HTML describes the content of a web page, okay? And HTML, of course, involves, it consists of a series of elements. Okay, this is very important in HTML. We have what we call the elements. An element of HTML, it has what we call the start tag. We have what we call the content. This is the web content, and lastly, it has the end tag. Okay? So this is what HTML consists of. We are going to be seeing, of course, tags. We are going to be seeing the content and so many other things, right? Okay, so if you are to look at basics of HTML tags and how the structure of the HTML. Okay, what we need to know, the HTML starts with what? Every HTML5 document, it starts with what we call the doc type tag. And this is how we write it. Yes, this is what we call the doc type tag. Okay, for any HTML document, it has to start with that doc type tag, and actually it is case insensitive. In other words, you can even write it in small letters. Next, we have the HTML starting with HTML. Every HTML starts with the HTML opening tag. This is the start tag opening tag, and of course, it has to end with the HTML closing tag. This is how we close the tag, by just putting the / like that. And under this HTML, we have two sections. The first section is the head section. You open it like that, and you close it with like that. Okay, this is the first section under the HTML tag. And the second section, we have the body. Okay, let me just write it here. The second section, we have the body. And then you have also to close it like that. Body. Okay, I'm leaving spaces because there are some content which you can include here. So under the section of head tag, you can include, this contains actually the info about your web page. The information about your page goes here. And in this body tag, it contains every visible content, each and every visible content of the web page. Okay, so these are very, very important. Now, after knowing the structure of HTML, this is how it looks like. Of course, we are going to go deep and see the practical serious coding.
Okay, so right now let's see the practical coding with HTML5. Remember, we have seen the history of HTML. We have seen also the introduction of HTML and the structure of HTML. Right now, let's start coding with HTML5, and we develop our first website in just a few minutes. So we are going to run it from scratch so that we can be able to follow each and every step. Okay, so first things first, what we need to do, let's go to our desktop, as you can see, and we create a new folder. Okay, right click, then new. I'm going to name this folder website. Okay, so this folder is very important, and each and every work concerning our first website, we're going to put it in this folder. We're going to save it in this folder. This is very, very important, and it will help us organize our website very well. Another thing we need to know about is the internet browser. We need an internet browser like Chrome, Mozilla, Fox, and very many other things. I'm going to use Chrome. This helps you to run your website, so I'm going to use Chrome to run our first page. Then I think we need is an editor. You can use very many editors. When you go to your start menu and search for example, Notepad, you can use this editor, Notepad. Everyone has it on his machine. You can use Visual Studio. You can download it from the internet. You can use Atom and so many other editors. But we are going to use Sublime Text Editor today. I prefer using this one, Sublime Text Editor. You can download it from Google. It is free. So when you open Sublime Text Editor, this is how it goes. You can see it is empty. Now let's start. So we shall start with creating a new file. So we go to File, then create new file. Okay, as we create a new file, you can see that it is unentitled. So let's of course give it a name. We save as. Okay, and remember we created our folder on the desktop. So to go to the desktop and then look for our folder website. Okay, let's put the name here. We can give it a name like my first page or page 1, page 2, anything, any name we can give it. So I'm going to name it index. Then you have to give it an extension, index.html. Of course, you can give it any other name as long as you don't forget this extension.html extension. So mine, now name it index.html. Then we save. Okay, as you can see here. Then remember we said that any HTML document has start with a doc type declaration. Then it will start with an opening HTML tag, then it ends with an HTML closing tag. Okay, and inside the HTML tags we have two sections, the head tag section and the body tag section. Okay, so let's see. I like Sublime Text Editor because it simplifies everything. For example, let's see, I'm just going to do like this, and it will bring HTML. Then you click enter, it will bring the doc type declaration, as you can see, to bring the HTML opening tag, as you can see, then the HTML closing tag with a / here, as you can see. Then inside this HTML tag we have two sections, the head tag section, as you can see it here, and we have also the body tag section, as you can see. In the head tag section we include info of the page. So this contains all the information and the metadata of our website. Okay, and then the body tag contains all the visible content of your website. Okay, for example, in the head tag we have the title. Okay, let's maybe give it a title like my first page. Okay, my first page, and let's save it and we see. Okay, I'm going to run one by one so that you can be able to follow very well. So my first page. Okay, let's minimize this one. We go to folder website, and in our folder we have our website, have our page index. Okay, let's click on it to open, and as you can see, the visible part is empty. There is nothing. Okay, and here in the info part we have my first page. All right. Okay, so this is the title of our page. Let's go back, as you can see. Okay, now when we go to the body tag section, There are very many tags you can include here. For example, we have the head tag for the heading, paragraph tag, image tag, and so very many other tags. Okay, and the head tag starts from H1 to H6. Let's see, maybe H1 now. H1, okay, and H1 is bigger than, of course, H6, as you're going to see. So H1, maybe we can say hello world, hello world. Then let's Control S to save, and we go back to our browser and we refresh. We can see hello world has come. Okay, when we go back, you can as well say maybe H2, H3, H4, H5, up to H6, of course. Then let's give it also a paragraph, the p tag. Then we can say this is hello world. This is my first website. This is my first website. Okay, this is my first website. You control save. We go back to our browser and then we refresh. We can see now, hello world, this is my first website. Okay, when we go back to that, we can try to write another paragraph. Okay, let's give it another paragraph and we say, hope you like it. Hope you like it. Okay, so when we go back again to the browser and refresh, okay, we can say, hello world, this is my first website, hope you like it. Okay, so this is a paragraph tag. Actually, we have seen that when you write one paragraph, another paragraph will go, of course, to the next line. We have another important kind of tag, type of tag. Those are the self-closing tags. These tags that, of course, they open and close in the same, inside the same tag, as we are going to see. For example, let's say this is my first website. We put a full stop here, and maybe we open one self-closing tag. This is the break tag. Okay, this is how it goes. You close it. You see, it is opening at the same time it is closing. So let's put something here. Maybe it is nice. It is nice. So let's see the difference. First of all, you save, Control S, and when you go back here and refresh, we can see like this is my first website. Then it is nice. Hope you like it. If you realize the break tag, what it does, it will take the sentence to the next line, but it will not skip any gap, to not leave any kind of gap. But when you use a paragraph, another paragraph tag, we can see like it left some space and then it went to another line. So that is the importance of this self-closing tag, the break tag. Okay, it breaks the sentence. In other words, another self-closing tag, maybe we can see we have what we call the horizontal tag, the HR. It is also self-closing tag. Normally you can write it like this, it can work, HR, but it's better the standard. You keep the standard, it's HR, then you close it because it's a self-closing tag. It opens and closes that at the same time. So let's save and we go back. What it does, this horizontal tag, it's just going to draw a line on your page. Let's see. Okay, when we refresh our page, we can see a horizontal line is drawn here. Okay, so let's go back and we see another tag. What if you want to include an image in our website? Okay, let's include an image, and this we shall use this img tag, img, and of course this img, you have to define the path. You have to define the path of the image, I mean the directory where your image is saved. So you can use src, and this is for the path. Okay, like that, src. Then inside here, assuming my image is called image dot maybe jpeg, any image, it can be image dot bmp dot jpeg, any image, but assuming my image is going to be a jpeg file. So image dot jpeg, let's save and we see, save and we refresh. When you go back and refresh, pop, we can see right now we have included an image, but actually the image is not existing. We are trying to include an image which is not existing. Okay, so let's include an image in our folder here, website. I don't know if I have some image here. Good. I have here image 1. Let's copy, Control C, and I paste it here, Control V. Okay, image 1. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back here. When we go back, of course, let's just change the image name. It is image1.jpg. You save. All right, then let's go back to the website and refresh. We can see our image has actually come, but it's very big. Okay, you can actually reduce the size of this image. When you go back, this img tag, it has what we call attributes. It's actually a self-closing tag. As you can see, you can even keep the standards like that. So you can give this image actually an attribute of height, and you can also give it a width. Okay, let's say maybe let's give it a width of height of 300, and then we give it a width of 300. These are automatically pixels, you don't need to write them. Okay, so you control save, and when you go back and refresh, let's see. Oh, this is wonderful. The image has reduced in size. Okay, so when you go back, let's see what can we do with still in this img tag. What else can we do? Okay, so another important thing we know, of course, I told you about the src. It is for the directory, the path of this image. Now we have just said image1.jpg because the image is in the same folder with the file of our website. Okay, what if the image is stored maybe in another disk? It is in maybe D, so you can include it. Maybe you say D. Okay, you can include D like that. Maybe the name of the folder, this image is in the folder maybe D, and it is in the folder of images. You can as well say like this, folder of images, then slash the image file. So we can see it like the image, the path, the image is in drive D. Under the folder of image, we have this image1.jpg. So in another word, illustration, you can maybe include the two dots like that. You can define the path in different ways. Okay, but our image now, we are lucky it is in the same folder. That's why it's very important to organize your work. It's in the same folder with our file, so you can easily just call it like that. Okay, another important tag I'm going to show you. There are very many tags, of course, we will search about, like the list tag, the unlisted tag, and very many other tags mentioned by a few. So another unique tag I want to show you that maybe you'll never be able to find out is I found out this interesting tag, and it's called the Mercure tag. Okay, the Mercure tag. Maybe I can put please don't forget please don't forget to subscribe. Okay, my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Sorry, very fast. Forget to subscribe to my channel, then you need to close it like that with just a forward slash. Let's save, and when we go back to our browser, we refresh, we can see, just check out this, it's very interesting. So we can see the market tag, what it does. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It creates what we call this word that is moving from right to left. Actually, it has, the market tag has attributes. You can attribute this sentence to move from left to right, or right to, as depending. So you can give it attribute. We shall not go into that today. Okay, so as you can see, we have developed our first website. This is a simple code. It has given us the best. Using this knowledge, we can be able to develop very many websites. All right, see you in the next tutorial, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Abbas KIGOZI, for more updates on hacking, coding, programming, and IT knowledge. Thank you so much.